What's up, motivators? Timothy McCain here, and thank you so much for joining me for today's podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about the construction that's happening in your life. Family, I live in Florida, and I drive on I-4 all the time. And maybe you visit Florida, and you've been there, and you know at I-4, sometimes driving on it could be like rolling some dice. Some days you can get from point A to point B relatively quickly, and then other days it seems like everybody is trying to get at the same place at the same time while driving horribly. And then you would experience construction. There's a lot of construction going on on I-4 and in Orlando and on downtown. And for those of us who may not understand why all this construction is going on, it could be at moments where we can complain about the delays, the detours, the frustrations of how it impedes our ability, what we perceive to go point A to point B, where we seem like we have to go all the way to Z to get to point C. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be frustrating at times, but this is what I know. I do know this, that construction is necessary for growth. Construction is necessary for innovation. Construction is necessary for advancement. Construction is necessary to those plans that may be written in pencil to be built in stone. That the construction is necessary. Without construction, then we will only have shoulda, coulda, wouldas. We will only have ideas. We will have theories and one days and possiblies and maybes. But construction is necessary in order for what is within or thought or perceived to what example Orlando could be. There has to be some inconveniences. And so I know about this. Maybe I myself, there's some things there's some restaurants and some things I want in my hometown or near me that's accessible instead of driving a little farther just to get to it. But I find this out, and I had to check myself about this too, is that sometimes I want a building or I want a store, and I hear it is going on, and then construction hits, and it takes me long to get to point A to point B. And the problem that could happen is that we began to complain about the construction, yet then celebrate the end result. This is what I realize about life, family. There's a dream, there's a desire, there's a purpose, there's a calling, there's a destiny. There's something within you that you are aspiring to do and you desire to become. But we cannot forsake or overlook or even complain at times about the construction process. If you want to be a doctor, man, that's the end result. Thank God. But check this out, family. There requires some education, some schooling. It requires some construction, building up your mind, learning about things, learning terms, learning codes, learning the human body, going to medical school, doing residency. Remember, there's so much that's required to become that physician, that construction phase of life that's necessary for you to achieve your dream. And so, listen, I want you to ask yourself some questions, to take this inner journey right now, to really look into your life and ask yourself, are you squandering your season of construction? You've been longing to do things, or check this out. Are you avoiding construction because you don't like waiting? You don't like effort. You don't like inconveniences. And the list go on and on and on and on. But here's the reality, family. If you overlook or forsake or skip out on that idea of construction and you think something's just going to appear and something going to happen, then family, nah, fam. And so it doesn't work like that. So construction is necessary in every aspect of life and even in ours. If you want, my wife and I this week, we are celebrating 9 years of marriage. Family, 9 years of being husband and wife, 9 years on the September 24th, and we're excited about that. But what I know this, family, is that if we would have put before we got married more emphasis on our wedding than instead of our marriage, then we will not be married 9 years. I believe there's so many relationships that ends even before they start because there's so much emphasis on the goosebumps and so much emphasis on the idea of marriage, so much emphasis on the event of a wedding that there's not time being spent through the construction of building a marriage, both together corporately and even at the time where you're engaged and you're single. I believe that the time that you are single is not a time to waste your time. It's a period to prepare yourself. Again, the Bible verse that I love says, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And I love that verse for many aspects. But what I love is even the wording. A man, not a little boy, a man. He finds a wife, not a little girl, a wife, position, a mature, and being in a place of maturity and ready to handle that that role. You know what I mean? When a man finds a wife, not when a little boy finds a little girl, not when a not you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So when these two individuals at this particular state of maturity and stupid state of life finds each other, they find a good thing. And when two individuals understanding that they have endured and are enduring their construction season, that when they come together, they'll be better than ever. Family, I do believe that right now in your life, maybe you're not seeing the fruition of your dream. Maybe you're not in that ideal relationship. Maybe you haven't started or become what you dream about. But family, do not forsake your season of construction. Right now is still the greatest moment of your life to build yourself and prepare yourself to get to where you want to be, where you desire to be, and where you're dreaming to be. Don't forsake the construction zone. Yes, I know it may feel like it's taking longer. God, why is it taking so long for me to go to school? Why is it taking so long for me to become this? Why is it taking so long for me to find my husband or find my wife? God, why is it taking so long for this and this and this? Whatever your fill in the blank is, I know that the construction is frustration. It could be frustrating. But here's the thing about construction: not only is it a time to build, it's also a time to tear down. And so they just built an Amazon distribution center right near my house, not too far from me. And so before it was just fields, family. But I noticed this: they did, and obviously many of you, this is obvious, everybody knows this, that they didn't just simply fly a big building and place it on the ground and then start. No, they had to break the ground. They had to tear up trees. They had to move up the dirt. They had to do all these different things. They had to lay rebar down and concrete and sewer systems and all these other things that doesn't look beautiful, doesn't look nice. It actually looks like you were at that moment you was driving through just disgusting, dirty war zone looking of a mess. It wasn't appeasing. It didn't look pretty, but we understand this aspect. If they don't spend this time adequately giving attention to the foundation of the building, right? If they don't give us enough time breaking the ground and deconstructing the area, then they have nothing to build upon. I know that this season of your life may feel like construction, but notice that construction is directly connected to deconstruction. It's a tearing down to building up. Deconstruction is not breaking, right? You may feel like you're in a season of breaking, that you're just broken, that you're just beaten. Family, I think when a contractor or whatever the right word may be, when they're in the field and they know, hey, I'm tearing this up, I'm breaking this down, they're not tearing it down just to tearing it down. They're making room for something to be built up. What if the reasons why things have not been working out in your life, or maybe this relationship didn't work out, what if the reason why that boyfriend and girlfriend left you, or a relationship with your parents, or whatever the case may be, you fill in your blank. What if that didn't work out because there had to be room, deconstruction in your life, so there can be a space for construction? What if God had to remove that woman at your life so you can find your Eve? What if that Adam had to get out of your life? What if that man had to get out of your life so you can be prepared for your Adam? What if you had to experience all that brokenness so you can be thankful for healing? What if you had to experience that season of loss so you can be thankful for abundance? What if you had to experience, family, that moment of grief so you can be thankful for life? I don't know the details of your life, family. What I know is this: that construction is necessary, and it requires both a building up, but also both a tearing down. And so listen, I just want to make this video to you motivators to encourage you in whatever state in life you may be in, is that to know that not only does your building up can have a benefit, but also those hard moments and seasons of your life where it feels like, man, I don't know what I can do. But sometimes it's the moments where you're weak, moments where you feel like you're vulnerable, the moments where you feel like you're hungry, that can cultivate a tenacious drive and tenacity to make sure and to put a drive inside of you to make sure that you never have to feel this way again. And you will make sure your children never have to feel the way you have felt. Maybe you grew up poor in poverty, like I grew up in crazy poverty, and I'm grinding and striving my best to break some things and generational issues and bondages from my family's life, and giving attention to my finances, making sure my money works for me instead of me working for my money, et cetera, because I want to make sure that my children never have to face poverty the way I did. So family, I don't know what your drive is, but I know is that sometime in that moment of lack and a moment of despair and that moment of frustration really truly can prepare us for our better. So yes, I've been hoping. Listen, I'm gonna get canceled right here. I'm about to say this, and some of y'all are gonna be mad at me. I love Panda Express. I know it ain't real Chinese food. I know it, but I love Beijing beef a lot, family. And I want to pay a Panda Express to be built near me or around me. I need it right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so here's the thing. I understand that. I want that. But okay, if I see the construction along the way, do I complain about the construction? Do I view it as in a complaining tongue, like, oh man, this is going to make a dent in my day or detour me from getting point A to point B in more time? Or am I going to look at this season of my life with construction that is going like, okay, yes, I see this. I know this is inconvenient now, but it's going to benefit me later. Listen, I know your brokenness is inconvenient now, but it's going to benefit you later. I know your hardship is inconveniencing you now, but it's going to benefit you later. I know that hardship you went through relationship is inconveniencing you now, but it's going to benefit you later. But so here's the thing: if you're not careful, you will squander the lessons learned in this construction season of your life instead of learn from them. So learn from it, so you never have to repeat the same thing. So I just want to encourage you, motivators, to keep going, to view your situation that you're in right now in a different light. I'm not taking away from the pain because the pain is real. I'm not taking away from the situation because the situation is real. I'm not taking away from the dynamics of your life because, family, I know the pain, the struggle, the upset, the upsetting nature, the frustration is mad real. But one thing I do know is this: that troubles won't last always. And if you will learn how to endure your season of construction, and even those painful moments of deconstruction, when it's time to build, when it's finally time to put paint on the wall and furniture in the house, so to speak, you will find a place of rest and a place of appreciation because you endured your storm. Nothing we have in life just appears. Everything we have in life is built or is being built. So how are you building yourself right now? How are you building your future right now? How are you building your future relationship? How are you building your future marriage right now, even while you were single, because you carry you into that relationship. Don't wait before there's a ring on your finger to start thinking about your future, thinking about that covenant marriage. No, why? When people do that, we add up to the percentage of failure. No, work on you right now. This is your construction moment. Again, I know this is kind of vague, but whatever you're going through, I believe it can fill in the blank. You should fill in the blank and really evaluate your life right now, because you are in the construction season. So I want to encourage you to this: put on your hard hat, get ready to get your hands dirty, and get involved in your building. Endure the season. Fight through the season. Don't quit. Don't throw in the towel. Keep going, because family, what's on the other side is going to be worth it. Motivators, do me a favor. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. If you know anybody who's struggling right now, anybody who has questions about what is going on in their life, and right now they just need some encouragement, can you send them this video? You never know what a share can do. And a like on YouTube can do the boost of the algorithms. So somebody going through a weary, hard time and so much frustration in life, how they can come across this particular video, and many other videos in my YouTube channel, TM Motivations, that could bring some encouragement to them. So I want you to help me spread hope. My heart, this channel is to be an oasis of hope in a desert of hopelessness. And family, we need some hope today. There's a lot of things going on in this world today. A lot of things going on around the world today. And family, I just think every now and then we just need some encouragement. So family, if you're in your construction season, encourage yourself that it's going to be worth it and it won't last always. Holla at y'all later. Peace.